Every time Beyoncé makes an appearance looking like the star she is, she creates a stir. Which of Queen Bey's outfits have caused the most controversy? Keep watching for some of her most memorable wardrobe choices that have captivated onlookers. One reason Beyoncé is admired by fans is for more or less trying to remain on the right side of history. That spotless image came under question when the singer, along with her rapper husband Jay-Z, was unveiled as the face of luxury retailer Tiffany & Company's About Love campaign. In the promotional material for the luxury jewelry brand, Beyoncé appeared in a regal gown with a crowning statement neckpiece, the 128.54-carat Tiffany diamond. Beyoncé wearing the legendary stone was an iconic moment in its own right, since the Crazy in Love singer was only the fourth woman in the world and the first black woman ever to wear it, according to CNN. But given the diamond's history, the campaign inspired more outrage than awe. Tiffany & Company claimed that the famous stone was discovered in South African mines in 1877 and bought by company founder Charles Louis Tiffany. According to the Sunday Times, the Tiffany diamond is allegedly a blood diamond, standing as a symbol for colonial history. The controversy was furthered even more when viewers realized Beyoncé was posing with the problematic diamond alongside a painting by acclaimed anti-colonial artist Jean-Michel Basquiat. In 2016, the band Coldplay dropped the music video for their hit single Hymn for the Weekend, which featured a special appearance by Beyoncé. The video was shot in India against the country's rich cultural backdrop, according to Mumbai Mirror. But the excitement quickly soured as the video, particularly Beyoncé's attire in it, found itself at the center of a raging debate about cultural appropriation. In the video, Beyoncé dons a traditional sari, jewelry, and henna, assuming the role of a Bollywood star. According to The Guardian, the sequences showing Holi or classical dancers were slammed for stereotyping Indian culture. While some claim that Beyoncé's outfit hardly qualified as a sari, questions soared about why she was cast as a fictitious Bollywood actor when the video featured a real Bollywood actor, Sonam Kapoor, in a blink and you miss it sequence. But there was also ample support for Beyoncé's outfit choice. According to Time, some believed her portrayal as an Indian woman streamlined the similarities between South Asian and Black cultures, and that the representation could be read as empowering. Beyoncé is inarguably one of the most influential Black female voices worldwide, and the 28-time Grammy winner has never shied away from representing her heritage. That's why it wasn't surprising that her halftime performance at the 2016 Super Bowl was a power-packed tribute to two important names in Black history, Michael Jackson and the Black Panthers. According to MTV, Beyoncé's custom jacket resembled the black and gold design immortalized by Jackson, who died in 2009. While Beyoncé paying tribute to the late king of pop was no surprise, her visible admiration for the Panthers was reportedly a shocker to some.
What does that mean?
Maybe this song isn't for us.
But usually everything is!
The Black Panthers were a radical revolutionary group formed in 1960s California in response to racial brutalities against the African American community in the United States. The backup dancers surrounding Beyoncé were dressed in all-black outfits, capped with Panther-style berets, and raised their fists in a Black Power salute, shown in a picture shared by designer Zana Bain. Bain told Mashable, early on in conversation, the iconic women of the Black Panther Party were mentioned as a reference, so we kept that idea of revolutionary women in mind when creating the harnesses. The rap reported that the politically charged performance prompted calls for protest at the NFL building in New York.
So what's going on after this? New Beyonce video. Oh, yeah.
Beyoncé could wear anything to an award show and rock it like it's the most casual outfit ever, but eyeballs truly popped when the singer appeared on the Grammy stage in 2016 wearing regal bridal couture. She showed up late, skipped the red carpet, and didn't even win any nominations that night. But she did treat the audience to her wedding dress look when she concluded the night by presenting the Record of the Year award. While a wedding gown may not be every attendee's first choice for an award show, Beyoncé expectedly broke convention. The wedding dress was by Israeli designer En Baldrour and was embellished with stylish lace and sheer tulle. According to VH1, the price tag on the Victorian-style piece was apparently a whopping $12,980. Still, it was less pricey than another Victorian bridal dress Beyoncé wore 2 years later, reportedly while renewing her wedding vows with Jay-Z. Elle reported that the gown by Galia Lahav was priced at a whopping $15,000. Whenever Beyoncé takes to the stage, she commands it, so when someone with an understated style shares the spotlight with her, they might be scrutinized down to the last shoelace. That's exactly what happened when she joined singer Ed Sheeran at the Global Citizen Festival in 2018 for a duet of his hit number Perfect. She was dressed in a striking pink ruffle gown by haute couture label Ashai Studio, which made for a dramatic contrast with Sheeran rocking his signature t-shirt and jeans combo. This vivid mismatch kicked off a debate on social media, with fans on either side of the fence defending their idols. A key argument argument that emerged was the apparent exposition of sexist double standards, with Beyoncé, a woman, having to put more effort into her wardrobe than Sheeran, a man, for public appeal. Angles of race, class, and privilege seeped in too. Today reported that the artist's outfits were part of personal branding, which both were entitled to regardless of gender. Sheeran gave a cheeky response to the controversy by posting a link to the t-shirt he wore to the event, writing #DressToImpress on his Instagram page. Black is King was Beyoncé's gift to the cinematic world. Directed by the star herself, the documentary and album combination was inspired by the story in the 2019 remake of The Lion King. The production delved deep into Black culture, showing stunning thematic imagery and representation. But some didn't praise the attire worn. Throughout the 85-minute-long film, Beyoncé, along with her crew, is shown dressed in animal prints, which some consider a stereotype for Africans. Among the animal designs that grabbed attention were a Valentino leopard print bodysuit and a cow print outfit by Burberry, according to Harper's Bazaar. Zarina Akers, the costume designer on Black is King, broke down the symbolism in an interview with Dazzling, noting, "I wanted to take that stereotypical notion that if you want to present a tribal element, then it automatically goes into animal prints. I wanted to turn that on its head and raise it up, to make it feel really high fashion." While in an interview with Good Morning America, Akers explained her process with Beyoncé, saying,
"I tried to sit down with her, and get her thoughts and what's going on in her head, and how she sees things."
Beyoncé's Met Gala looks sure have been head-turners throughout the years. Though her 2015 sheer Givenchy gown at the fashion ball received mixed reactions, the singer-songwriter loyally turned once again to the French luxury label to dress her for the 2016 event. Beyoncé rocked a custom nude latex gown embellished with pearls and hand-painted flowers. That was when the memes came pouring in. Metro reported that some called the Halo singer's dress a giant condom, while others said it resembled a facial scrub or a peach fruit roll-up. It turns out that the process behind wearing a latex dress is as cumbersome as one would imagine it to be. A woman only known as the Baroness, whose New York boutique is the mothership of latex clothing in America, told Vice she helped with the fitting of Beyoncé's Givenchy gown. It was a process that included lubrication and, quote, certain little styling things that she wanted to have changed. Beyoncé was somewhat of a regular at the White House during Barack Obama's tenure as the 44th U.S. president. Their friendship, as well as their status as an important artist, meant she got special access to some of the most exclusive events hosted on the official premises, including the annual White House Easter egg roll. In 2016, she and Jay-Z joined the Obamas for a final Easter gala before their White House exit, arriving hand-in-hand with their 4-year-old daughter Blue Ivy. While everyone agreed that little Blue was the family standout at the event with her adorable bunny ears, Beyoncé's Marco Di Vincenzo dress generated mixed reactions. Essence highlighted responses on social media, some of which said a see-through lace dress probably wasn't the best choice for a nearly 150-year-old event with children in attendance. Queen Bey marked her presence by cheering on the day's musical performer duo Chloe and Halle, who are associated with her management company Parkwood Entertainment. The 2011 Billboard Music Awards were memorable for how high temperatures soared after Beyoncé's first live performance of her then-newly released single, Run the World Girls, and how she won the Billboard Millennium Award. Also unforgettable was the dress Beyoncé wore, a silver bodysuit-style number with a spiderweb design that generously revealed her midriff. As daring as the dress may have seemed to some, it landed Queen Bey on Billboard's list of best-dressed stars that night. Celebrity stylist Nikki Schwann stated, "Nobody can disagree that Bey makes the sexiest warrior of all, and in her silver Barely There warrior costume, everyone who laid eyes on her had no choice but to become mere mortals to her goddess." It wasn't just her dress that sparked buzz, though. According to Entertainment Weekly, there were allegations that certain parts of Beyoncé's show-stopping performance seemed to have been lifted from ideas by Italian singer Lorella Cuccarini. Beyoncé admitted to AOL that she was inspired by Cuccarini, having been introduced to her YouTube videos. She said, "The technology and concept were so genius. Thank God for YouTube, or I would have never been exposed to something so inspiring." Beyoncé doesn't have to flaunt angel wings to convince us that she radiates divine energy, but she went ahead and did it anyway. At the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards, the singer arrived in a shimmery sheer sage green gown that had its own set of feathered wings. Her daughter, Blue Ivy, was her date for the evening and looked every bit as chic as her mom. Bustle reported that Beyoncé's piece, including the extravagant color, was a Francesco Scagnamillo design from the label's Fall 2016 line. The torrent of memes was expected. Glamour reported that commenters listed everything that the singer's ensemble made her look like, from the White Witch in the Chronicles of Narnia to Drew Barrymore's character Josie Geller in Never Been Kissed. Ever since Beyoncé married her longtime beau Jay-Z in 2008, speculation arose as to when the A-list couple would become parents. When they did in 2011, it was a grand event. Dressed in a now iconic sequin Dolce & Gabbana jacket, Beyoncé took to the MTV Video Music Awards stage to perform Love on Top. Right before breaking into song, she confirmed she was pregnant with their first child by saying, "I want you to feel the love that's growing inside of me." She ended the number by unbuttoning her tux jacket and memorably stroking her baby bump.
The whole time, I definitely was thinking, everyone knows, everyone can see.
The moment was one for the history books. Guinness World Records noted that after the performance, Twitter documented a sharp spike in activity with the record-breaking 8,868 tweets sent per second. As it turns out, there was a stressful story behind Beyoncé's outfit that night. According to Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mom, 2 hours before Beyoncé went on stage, she had to rush to a maternity shop since the pants she initially had made for her daughter were too tight. She wrote on Instagram, "I bought 2 sizes of maternity pants, but wound up taking the panel off of one of them and putting it in the ones that I had made. Thank God it worked." It came as a delightful shock to audiences when Beyoncé and her baby bump emerged to perform at the 2017 Grammys, looking nothing less than stunning. According to In Touch Weekly, the event marked Beyoncé's first time appearing in public since she announced her second pregnancy. Designed by longtime collaborator Peter Dundas, Beyoncé wore an embellished custom gown paired with a regal headdress to complete the ensemble. Dundas told Vogue that elements from Beyoncé's life were weaved into the gown, which was worked on by about 50 people. Lyrics from the singer's number Love Drought, which she also performed that night, were apparently part of the embroidery, as was a sweet tribute to her pregnancy with twins. Dundas said 2 cherubs were detailed near Beyoncé's hips, while a likeness of her own profile was embroidered right in the center. The gown also harked back to Beyoncé's heritage through sunray designs meant to depict the African deity Ocean. Ocean is significant to Yoruba culture and holds an important status as a savior and goddess of fertility. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about Beyoncé are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.